Hello and welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. I am Mitchell, your intuitive messenger, and this is your energy forecast for today, Tuesday. I guess I just need to do it right away. So there you go. So this is your energy forecast for today, Tuesday, June 3rd, 2014. And as always, thank you for putting up with all this crap. So thank you for watching, viewing, retweeting, subscribing. The numbers are jumping there too. So I truly appreciate that as we build a quality community of like-minded individuals around the globe. So today is number 3 for the day, just the day. That's Empress energy. That's Trinity energy. That's very spiritual, very powerful energy. And our Empress is kind of one of the grandmothers. I look at her as one of the grand birth givers, you know. I look at the Queen of Coins as more of the ultimate mother, but the Empress as like, because the Empress, I feel sometimes she can be a little distant, like, okay, there's your baby, thank you, move on. So that's not a bad thing, because we need some of those who just push the baby out. But thank you. But anyway, so that's kind of our birth energy, mother energy, ultimate, plentiful abundance kind of a feel today. But you add up all the numbers today, 6-3. 2014, and you're going to get the number 16. 16. We're back to some more 16 energy. We'll see it again. No, we won't. Not this week. Thought we were going to see it again. But that energy is Tower card energy, and that Tower energy is shifting, moving, changing. You know, the House of Cards collapsing and rebuilding, crumbling. I can communicate, even though we're building to that Mercury retrograde. So it's definitely about, break up, demolish a relationship, business going under. It's just, I like to look at it as clearing the slate. That's the most positive way I can see it, because then you've got a clean slate to work with. Also, it's number 7, which is Chariot, which the entire year is full of Chariot energy. Chariot energy can be just quick, moving, changing. 7 does not sit still. It tends to have a better feel for me than number 5, as a pure number. But 7 is definitely, because you're closer to the end. It's a dynamic number. The odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are dynamic. Masculine means movement. 2, 4, 6, 8, 0 are a little more feminine, passive, and just kind of stagnant or stable. So there's definitely some movement there for the entire year. You're going to feel that. Queen of Cups was the card I pulled on Sunday for today in the week-long spread. So I think our Queen of Cups is just the mother, the queen and the mother that has just mastered her emotions and just a heart full of love. So heart full of love, there's the key word. So today, as you deal with the Empress energy, as you deal with the 16 Tower energy, and as you deal with the Chariot energy, use your heart full of love. When someone's having their own breakdown, or you're in the middle of your breakdown, just stop and just drop your energy from your head, just slowly go, and I'm traveling down, boom, I'm in my heart. And you'll feel the difference. When you're up in your head, for me, head feels like lightning, like static electricity. Heart is like, those they're usually rectangular, and they have like water and oil, and they look like waves, and they roll a little slower because they're encapsulated and they have oil. That's what I get the feeling of. I love the visuals in my heart. It's not water shaking and moving and like crashing and spinning water, but it's more just real passive and just like, oily, slow moving, peaceful water. I'm looking at my hand and my heart. Sorry. So there you go. That needs another sip. So let's move on to our Lenormand card. Yes, I just grabbed my boob. Normally I would say chest, but when you grab it, it's a boob. So the Lenormand card for today is Whip. Whip. So whip it good. So you Diva fans. So the Whip is number 11 card, a master number. Boils down to 2. It's also the Jack of Clubs, which is the Jack of Wands, which is a very sexual being. He's usually standing there holding his wand, admiring it. Very masculine. The number 11 is a dynamic number, but you boil it down, so it's number 2, so it's a balanced feminine number. But the Whip can often be about abuse, over and over, repetitive. It can be about sex, just, kitty with the whip kind of a thing. Yeah. Now, it's so funny because when I say something, then I'm thinking, okay, they're going to say something about that line right there, and then I chuckle. So definitely about, that abuse, that constant, if you're a numbers cruncher or all you do is answer the phone all day long, this could be your whip. This could be it over and over again. If you're a whore, this could be your whip. You're just having sex all day long. I mean, I don't know. Whatever it is, there's no judgment here. But the card to go along with it is the Devil card. So, this definitely feels like you are keeping and allowing yourself to stay in a situation that is just over and over and over. Yes, it can feel like abuse, but more importantly, it just feels like you wake up. I'm gonna stop smoking today. Next morning, I'm gonna stop smoking today. Next morning, today's the day I'm gonna stop smoking, or whatever it is. I'm gonna watch my diet. I'm gonna start exercising. But you just over and over and over and over. You just keep allowing yourself to be trapped there, and it's just and notice. Let me just show you. Notice the colors of the cards are even very similar. That deep red, rich brown, orange energy. So that's very much low chakra. The yellows, the orange, the reds. So very much your base. Human stuff going on right there. So with these cards and the 16 and the change, be kind to yourself. Come back to what I said originally about the heart. Step into your heart full of love for yourself. So when you're when you're beating yourself up over because you failed your diet, when you're beating yourself up over because you're in another relationship that just doesn't feel right, drop into your heart and just love yourself. Because if you make a mistake, and I don't believe there are any mistakes in the world, I believe they're all experiences for you to experience and go through. Enjoy, hate, whatever, but experience them. But when you make that mistake, it does you no good to beat yourself up, because you just went, dropped into what could be dense, heavy energy, and then you just pull it even lower by continuing to beat yourself up. I should be punished for this. And a lot of this is because we've been told we should be punished for this. Back in our childhood, somehow movies, TV did something wrong. Not to say we run amok in the world, not to say we just do whatever we want, because I believe we should always be striving for the highest vibrational choice we can. But when we experience something in more dense, heavy vibration, it's about staying there. It's about feeling it. If you in an unconscious moment, you slip and do something that you didn't want to do or you never think you would do, just go, dang, wow, look at this experience I got to have in this moment, rather than beating yourself up over it. And just have that moment. That could be the catalyst for amazing growth, or it could be catalyst for amazing change, where you got to go, well, that felt good, but I'm not supposed to, because the world tells me I shouldn't be doing that or this or this or that. It may be finally, growing up a closeted gay guy, the world was telling me wrong, wrong, wrong. And whatever your belief system, it was just another, there was a point where women weren't allowed to vote. Interracial marriage wasn't supposed to happen. Wrong, wrong, wrong from society. And, someone went, well, it feels good. It feels right. So stop beating yourself up and embrace what could be the biggest change in your life. Because usually when we push back or we're feeling pushback from society, those are probably our biggest breakthroughs. So all that being said, one more sip. Check out my website, intuitivemessenger.org. From this wonderful book, The Tarot Spreads, I pulled two amazing spreads. One is The Path to Peace, which I like to call Finding Your Authentic Self. And the other one is Forgive Me, The Letting Go spread. And they're both pretty short and sweet ones, but they're on there. And if you purchase both of them together, you get a little discounted price. They'll be on there definitely the month of June. I deliver them back to you in a YouTube video. But check out my articles that I've written. There's some columns with articles. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Pacific, I will be on Cooch Daniels' website, our Blog Talk radio show. It's through the Tarot Guild. And we're going to be talking mostly about animal communication. So I'm excited about that. One thing I truly love to talk about, because I got a house full of them. And then a week from Friday, this weekend, I'm in the Paranormal Conference Through the Veil in Atlanta, Georgia. So I won't have my mug, but I will, after this video, go have Starbucks, everyone. But I will be but broadcasting live from Atlanta, and on the way up and on the way back. So then Friday the 13th, I'm on Jessica Costello. You can find that under on Facebook or I think I have it somewhere on there. But I'm on her show, Women for Women Network. It's a great radio station and some good connections there as well. So I don't know what we'll be talking about, whatever she wants. So have an amazing day. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. It was a long one. Bye.